I've been interested in music since I was about 5 or 6 years old. I think when I first heard a Fats Domino record, I got a bug, and I liked to mimic him when I think it was "What You Gonna Do" or something like that. I'm Walking, is that what it was? And I've always had a penchant for mimicking, especially, you know, blues singers and rhythm and blues singers and stuff. So by doing that from an early age, I've taught my voice how to do a lot of different kinds of sounds and voices. And ever since I was about 14, I started getting in bands. You know, we used to play at school in the Battle of the Bands and stuff. We would do Wilson Pickett, you know, the fantastic Johnny C., stuff like that. Did I answer your question? I forgot what it was.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's a little place in New York City down on 15th Street. It's what we call 15th Street. It's either Lower Gramercy Park or the Upper Lower East Side, whichever you want to call it. And there's a little joint down there called Tramps. Soul people. There's a man named Terry Dunn who runs that joint, and he is famous for bringing in, for residencies, some of the most fabulous legends of the blues and rhythm and blues and jump jazz genres. He had Joe Turner there for a long residency. And it was there, ladies and gentlemen, where I met this man who I just became so enamored of and became such a fantastic and important influence on my life and on my style, and just like hanging loose as a goose and making funny faces. And he's here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce him because I just love this man. It's Charles Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Charles is the man who wrote Merry Christmas, Baby, Drifting Blues, Black Night, Doesn't Mean Bad, Bad Whiskey. Charles, it's so nice to see you here. Would you consider coming on stage and doing a number with us? This man. Ooh.
He is the greatest.
Oh, Charles.
I want to tell you something. I was in New York in 1984. As he told you, Irish Tramps. Went there for 2 weeks. They kept me almost 3 or 4 months.
That's right. And Charles, we didn't want to let you go.
They didn't want to let me go. And Terry
We bought you a Cadillac, Charles.
Yes. Oh, I still got it. But the funny thing about it, Terry Dunn said, Charles Brown, I'll never go anywhere being an older man. But I decided I would go with him. He said, I want you to go down and hear a young man who is, I think, the greatest. And I said, well, maybe I should go. And I did go. There was this Buster. And when I went in there and the soul that he put forth, because he's so dynamic, I said, you know what? When it was all over, I had to go back and shake his hand and tell him, I said, listen, man, you are the modern Al Jolson.
Oh,
Let's give him another round of applause to Buster.
And Charles Brown. Charles, what do you want to do? Why don't we do that old Billy Ward and the Dominoes number we used to do?
Yeah, because they traveled around with me.
That's right, you went on tour with Billy Ward and the Dominoes.
Being with Billy Shaw Agency, I had to take all the acts around, and I took the Dominoes.
Get them started.
Yes, get them started. So I think we should do that. Don't you think so?
This is totally unrehearsed, ladies and gentlemen. No greater need, and this is true, than the need I have for you. I will be in misery till you something for me. Something for me.
I'll never sleep awake tonight unless you come over, baby, and treat me right. I won't be in misery unless you make love to me. You're something like dim in the light. Yeah, you holding me tight till you hear my poor heart pound. Like a squeezing me and teasing me till my love comes tumbling down. Give me your life, darling, give me your heart. Well, make me know we'll never part. I will be in misery till you do something for me. Yeah, something for me. Chris Hill. Charles Brown. There's something left in the night. You know it. Holding me tight till you hear my poor heart pound. Oh, like teasing me and squeezing me till my love comes tumbling down. Give me your life, darling, give me your heart. Make me know, sweet darling, we'll never part. Well, I'll be in misery till you do something for me. Well, I'll be in misery till you do something for me. Something for me. Charles Brown. Charles, God bless you.